All right, welcome to episode 39 of Will These Comics Make Good Movies and Television Shows? We have DC, no Marvel this time. We got a couple independents, one from Kickstarter. Check it out right now. All right, we're going to do a little bit more of an independent stuff on this episode. So I'm going to get through it pretty quickly, though. Even though the independents are pretty long. But I'm going to jump through it pretty quick, though. So let's start with Nightwing. But before we do, let me introduce myself. I am Frank Zanca. I am your host. I am an award-winning screenwriter, novelist, comic book writer, and a working line producer and UPM. So yeah, moved to Atlanta the last 3 months. And hoping now that the strike is over, everybody's going to get back to work beginning of the year. And I am doing some work. I have been doing a couple budgets, and I'm doing a script punch-up right now and stuff to that effect. So, the work's starting again. I'm just hoping to get back on set beginning of the year. So let's jump into DC. This is Nightwing. This is Tom Taylor, and it's I like Nightwing. I like the character quite a bit, which is why I'm collecting it. It sure as hell is not for the writing. So he has his ups and downs. There's some really good stuff, and there's some stuff that's And one thing about Tom Taylor is he doesn't know how to complete a story. He just doesn't. He gets in his own way. I don't know if he's just ADD and forgets things. Like, ever since he started his run, Nightwing's been battling Heartless. And then he just forgets about it. And he lets him go kill, another 10 people. And maybe he finds him and lets him go, or doesn't follow up with him, and then he kills 10 more people. I don't really understand the writing side of what Tom Taylor does. But, and as you know, everybody really likes the new Beast World event that he's writing, and I don't care for it. So I'm not a huge fan of Tom Taylor. I did like Deceased. I thought that was really good, and I thought Injustice was very good. So let's jump into this. So right now, Nightwing, Dick Grayson, is a pirate. So he's on a pirate ship with his ex-girlfriend, who is a pirate. And there was a thing called the Hold that had a whole bunch of very valuable stuff. But Zuko found out about it, and when he got there, it was all cleaned out already, as she had moved it all, and the previous captain was supposed to be watching all that, and he was killed. So now she took over, and now we're in the ship, and someone tries to kill her, and of course we have Nightwing going, "Oh, that pillow must have been really bad to you, really bad. Why are you stabbing it like that, man?" Of course he doesn't talk like that, but we got him in this really stupid-looking outfit. He's got the mask on. He's got the shirt all. It's bad. It's very bad. So anyway, we have basically a guy on the ship that's bad, and turns on the captain. So they capture him, and he relays that he's done a few things, and and these two are constantly fighting and bickering, etc. So blah blah blah. They go into this island, so it's kind of like the Batcave, where it's got a secret kind of entrance into the island. And then we get some really bad. I thought this was kind of cool. So they have Black Manta and Ocean Master's helmets up there, but they're only reproductions because they're trying to keep people away. And this is where the production design gets entirely over the top. So, that's the city. That's hidden inside the island. What? What? How does that thing even get power? What is there, Wi-Fi in there? Oh, and then you're going to laugh at this. They say... I can't even do it, man. I can't even... So, it looks like Las Vegas. And they say, oh, they call it a different name because they can't use the word Starbucks. But they're like, oh, there's a Starbucks in there. Where are all these supplies coming from? I don't understand any of this. This makes no sense at all that you'd have a city like this in here that's supposed to be secret, but yet it needs all the supplies in the world to keep it going, and it's got to be on the grid because the amount of power that thing would need to power itself would take Niagara Falls. You know, it would take a piece of the falls from Vegas and stuff like that to power it. I mean, it would you could not power that thing. It's impossible. So you'd need to be on the grid, so it's not secret. They have to be getting the bill from somewhere. You know, and then they had that Wi-Fi, and I don't know what the hell, dude. So anyway, one of her partners that she calls brother, that I guess was also up for the role of the hold and stuff like that, just kind of blows the guy away as soon as they open the doors. And of course, Dick gets involved in the whole thing, and then we have a fight that starts against his guys and her guys and blah, blah, blah. And so now we're in Star Wars territory because now she gets stabbed through the stomach and she gets pushed off into the water. So, and look at the amount, look at the, in that middle panel, look at the height of which she is fallen. That is probably 500, 600, 700 feet, something like that. Anyway, it's very long. If she survives, I am going to be way pissed. Stabbed through the stomach, dropped off a thing, 600, 700 feet, and you're going to tell me she's going to be alive? If she's alive, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You're insulting my intelligence. That's why I said it was in Star Wars territory, because, as you know, What's-Her-Face got stabbed through the chest. Actually, a few of them got stabbed through the chest and lived. That's Disney Star Wars for you. And then we get a backup story about a guy that's trying to kill Dick Grayson, not Nightwing. And, of course, you know, the guy gets his ass handed to him by Dick, and he's really just a goofball. And it's okay. I really hate backup stories for no friggin' reason. So you can't get back to the movie theater, and then, you know, the whole team ends up having movie night. I mean, that's the extent of it. So, make a good movie or television show? No, this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is crap, and it's get me on the edge here of dropping the title. So, if she dies, I'm definitely dropping. Or if she doesn't die. Alright, so let's go into the Deviant. So, I got recommended this stuff. It was by James Tynion the fourth, and it's an Image book. And it's about a Santa killer. So, it takes place over a period of years, and the artwork is okay. It's kind of nondescript, you know. So the guy is, I think, works for some kind of a blog or something to that effect. So he's some kind of a news writer, journalist. And I originally thought that was a girl with him, but he's gay. So of course. Gotta have that inclusivity and everything. So then we go into 1973, and this woman is looking around for her keys. She has to go back into the store, and the store is all dark, and she's looking for her keys or whatever. She's looking for her car keys or whatever. I don't know what she's looking for. It's been a long time since I read this, and I don't remember much. But anyway, she finds a dead body. And then so the guy's a serial killer, and then we find at the barn, we find some more bodies kind of put up like a tree, so he becomes like the Christmas serial killer, and then he looks like a very thin Santa Claus. So that's what he looks like, and then he questions the guy that they think did the murders. So this thing takes place, so now we're about 2023. He didn't even obviously get dressed up to have the conversation at the prison. And this interview takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 11 pages of this interview with him. Whoa. So he gets back in the car with his boyfriend and to tell them, pretty much what happened. And then he's like in the gym or something like that. The lights go off. And who's at the door? It's jolly old Saint Nick with an axe. Hi, Saint Nick. Did you get what I got for Christmas? It's my fucking leg and my spleen. I didn't like it. The guy from Infinite Mushroom over in Titusville, Florida, he gave it to me. I went to purchase it, and he said, no, you just go buy it. Here, just hand it to me. So, I thank you for that, because I felt like I wasted my money. So anyway, the second issue hasn't come out yet, but I don't think I'm going to be picking it up. I'm not liking it. It's got a good premise, but it's just too slow and whatever. So I got this in from Kickstarter, The Thing on the Doorstep, and this is part 3. I didn't get any other parts, but the artwork's decent in here. I mean, that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, I did not really think the story was that great. So it's about this guy that is friends with this other guy, the guy with the bow tie. So the main character is the blonde guy, and he stays with him and his family for a little bit because he thinks people are getting switched with other people, and everybody thinks he's crazy. So the traditional that kind of thing going on. So, and it just continues on with, him trying to tell his side of the story and trying to settle into life with the other guy. And, no matter how much help he tries to get the guy, it doesn't work. He just keeps getting worse and worse and worse until they end up actually putting him into an insane asylum where he's going majorly downhill. So he's major downhill at this point, and then they literally got him in a straitjacket at this point, and then he totally changes. So you think that maybe he's gotten taken over, and when you get taken over, you get displaced or whatever else. So then the guy gets a knock at the door. And he opens the door up, and it's this creature. I hope you can see it because it's really dark. I don't know how I can. Yeah, it's just dark. There, I guess, in the glare. Anyway, it's got one eye and a hat, and it doesn't even have arms. It's just kind of leaking all over the place. And then he realizes it's his friend, and he faints. And I guess he gets arrested. So his wife comes to see him, and she realizes that whatever is inside the other guy isn't really him, and we get that face on the bottom. And she basically torches the whole place. And that's it. So, not a whole lot of story here. I just went through it's pretty thick. I probably went through about 60 pages there in about 2 minutes. So, it would not make a good film or television show. It's too slow. There's not a whole lot of beats there. It has, one beat at the end, really, which is the thing coming to the door, and that's it. There's nothing there. There's no story. So if you're gonna do a horror book, you gotta have more horror. You can't have build up to the last 2 pages. It doesn't work. You have to have horror throughout. You can't just say, oh, this guy's going crazy, this guy's going crazy, this guy's going crazy, all through the whole book. I mean, I guess it's a character piece, but that's not really made for comics. That's just short story. That's a prose story. That's not a comic. So anyway, that's it for me on that one. I think that's Simon Burks. He keeps getting stuff funded. Yeah, Simon Burks. This is out of England, I think. And yeah, in fact, what does the back say? Arkham Asylum. Yeah, so it's that kind of thing. It's Cthulhu crap. Daniel Upton inexplicably shoots his lifelong friend Edward Derby in the face, killing him instantly. What would drive Daniel to perform such a horrific act? Who was Edward really? Blah, blah, blah. Follow the harrowing story of a doomed friendship and delve into the mysteries of the classic Lovecraftian horror where nothing is as it seems and nothing really happens. All right, I figured it would be a short episode for me. So let's recap it real quick. So I think the other week I had, 100% yes, and now I'm at 100% no. So the Thing at Your Doorstep, no, it's not enough there. The Deviant, no, I was bored. Nightwing, no, I have no idea what the fuck's going on here with this pirate shit. Doesn't even work for this character. Anyway, that's it for me. Check out some other videos. Thank you so much for helping me grow the channel out. I really appreciate it. I will be putting up a short that shows all the comics I got this week that I'll be reviewing. And again, happy holidays, everybody, and keep giving me that like and that subscribe. Really helps me. And I'd like to try to get to 10,000 by next year sometime. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot, guys. All right. Talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.